Math 7, Lesson 9.8. This is on triangles. And our objective is to classify triangles by angles, by sides, and by angles and sides. So let's take a look at how to classify by angles. The first triangle we're going to look at is called an acute triangle. An acute triangle is a triangle whose all of its angles are less than 90 degrees. So it has 3 acute angles. All of them are acute. The second one is an obtuse triangle. And in an obtuse triangle, one of its angles is greater than 90 degrees. So one is obtuse. And a right triangle is a triangle that has one right angle, which means one of its angles is 90 degrees. Now let's classify by sides. The first triangle is an equilateral. And so just by its name, we can tell a little bit about it. So equilateral, equa means the same, lateral means line. So that means all of its sides are the same length. So that's what these tick marks mean. If you have one tick mark, every side that has one tick mark is the same length. So let's say these are 5. That means they're all 5. So that is all sides are congruent. Another triangle is an isosceles. An isosceles triangle means that 2 sides are the same. So these 2 sides, let's just say they're 8. And so this is 2 sides are congruent. And then a scalene triangle means that no sides are the same. So let's say this is 3, 6, and 7. So no sides are congruent. Now let's classify by angles and sides. So if we have a triangle that is acute, that's its angle, and its side is scalene, then that means it would be something like this. 4, 7, 8, which means its sides are not the same, and this would be 45 degrees, or some measure less than 90. All of its angles have to be less than 90 degrees. None of its sides can be the same. If it's obtuse, which represents the angle, and an isosceles, which is its sides, then that one would have the measure of 2 of its sides would be the same, and one of its angles would be greater than 90. And then on our next one, if we had one that was right, a right angle, and a scalene, as far as its sides, that means you would have a right angle, and none of its sides are going to be the same length. So let's say this is 12, this is 10, and this is 15. Now, a triangle inequality theorem. This is the length of third side is less than the sum of the other two sides. So for example, let's say I have triangle XYZ. So like right here. And the line segment XY, let's just say that one is 3 centimeters, and the line segment YZ is 4 centimeters. Then ZX has to be less than 7 centimeters. So this one right there has to be less than 7 centimeters. So let's go over this again. So by this definition, the length of the third side, so in that one this would be this one, this triangle, has to be less than the sum of the other two. So the sum of these two together are 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. That means if we don't know what this one is, then we know that it has to be less than 7. I have this as meters. It's actually centimeters. Now let's look at the second part of this one, of the triangle inequality theorem. The length of the third side is greater than the difference of the other two. So line segment ZX has to be more than 4 minus 3. So ZX is greater than 1 centimeter. So then what we do know by the triangle inequality theorem for this triangle is that this line segment, if we don't know what it is, we know that it's less than 7 centimeters and greater than 1 centimeter.